The biggest name.
You're locked into JJ and Alex. With the insight and analysis on the teams you can't live without. Presented by G2G Bars. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Welcome back, everybody. JJ and Alex, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Alex, Kirry, Jeremiah, Jensen. Our producer, Alex, playing the tunes for you on a Friday, getting you going. Let me see here. Yeah, that's a great tune. I was looking at all the different things that have happened in camp so far, and we don't know a lot. I wonder what's going on inside those meetings. Is it size of frustration from A-Rod and his offensive coaches, and when they have to sit there and kind of give a little bit of Kalani kind of a breakdown of what they think is happening of this quarterback battle? Are they excited? You know, I've seen the moments where they hat gets thrown onto the table, late nights turn into even later nights as they're breaking down film. And I wonder what the reality is going on down there. I wonder if the reality at Utah is like it's being reported too, which is that people couldn't be more excited about what's going on there with Devin Dampier. Or if there have been a couple of picks that have been thrown maybe in camp that the coaches look at each other and go, ooh. What did Steve Bartle tell us earlier last hour? That's every once in a while you get a wonky throw.
Yeah.
And
you know what? He was talking about last year.
Sure, yeah. You can every once in a while you get that wonky throw. Has he eliminated all that?
Yeah,
right?
I don't know because we can't see.
Can't see it. You've got scrimmages tomorrow for both Utah and BYU behind closed doors. Okay, let me ask you from a legal perspective. You can't send a drone up? Chopper 5 can't hang out over that thing?
There's snipers at the stadiums that will shoot them down.
Okay. All right. I'm just wondering.
They have a missile defense system that'll knock those out.
When you're at school at BYU, they tell you, hey, this is all motion censored. If you try to jump LaVell Edwards Stadium, like we will murder you. We'll find you. And that was true. Here's what's going on at Utah's fall camp. I've got a couple things I want you to hear. First, one of the de facto leaders in this Utah locker room. Hold on, our producer Alex just walked away. What happened? Oh, there he is. I was like, where is he? Ice cream bar? Are you trying to go to get the ice cream out of the freezer?
Couldn't wait another hour.
It's been quite a week. Heck of a week.
Oh, my gosh.
Here's Utah safety Teo Johnson. It's a voice that you've already heard quite a bit of, and this is one of those returners that they're expecting to come back and be a leader on this defense.
One, we got a healthy quarterback right now, a great one too, a competitor at the helm. You know, he's doing a great job commanding the offense, and practices have been so competitive this year. You know, it's back and forth. It's a happy, sad feeling, you know, losing some battles, but, you know, it's good to see that they're a squad too.
How much more comfortable do you feel at that free safety spot going into year 2?
It's crazy. I feel a crazy level up in just, you know, the speed of the game and just being able to recognize pre-snap things and moving around the field a lot more faster and more confidently, for sure.
How's your chemistry developing with, you know, Rabbit Evans and the guys around you?
Man, I mean, like, seriously, this whole defense, especially, you know, the starting ones, we're all so tight. You know, we all are best friends. We've been best friends the past 3 years. Everybody's pretty much been here, so we're all so tight. And Rab's my dog. Literally, that's my dog. We spend so much time on and off the field together, just trying to get better, you know, trying to be the best safety duo in the nation.
How have you seen Rabbit grow as he enters his second year with this program?
And he's grown. You know, he comes in, he's got, you know, the complete skill set. He can guard, he can hit, he can tackle, do everything, you know. Just like all of us, you know, kind of just developing as a, you know, smart football player and creating great habits. And, you know, that's what he's done. He's just been growing every day as a football player and getting better and better.
After last season, how critical does this year feel for the program as a whole?
Man, I feel like it feels critical, especially for, you know, myself. You know, a lot of older guys on the team, 2 back-to-back seasons like that, that's not who we are. That's not what we want to start Utah football, you know, in that trend or direction. So we're going to get this thing turned around, and we'll take the burden. We'll take all the pressure on us. We love it.
You said you don't like to lose to the offense, but what are you seeing from them that's giving you hope that your team can be good this year?
Man, creativity, you know, it's just so – you know, we're a sound defense. We practice a lot. We play man to a lot of stuff. We've seen a lot of good looks, and even they trip us up sometimes, you know. They're really creative. They give us different looks, and they got athletes. A good quarterback at the helm. They got probably the best athlete touching the ball every play. And so, it's good.
I'm curious what your thoughts are about Nate Tillman as he was with you guys in the spring, but how has he maybe grown as you guys got?
Yeah, that's my little brother. He's gonna be legit. And, when you talk about the next safeties that come out of Utah, that's gonna be able to do everything, play around the box, in the post, guard, any receiver, tight end. That's him. He's already showing glimpses right now. He's gonna be very legit for sure.
She mentioned Tillman. Talk to us a little about Benny as well, because it looks like you guys are doing what you can to get him reps on the field, regardless of safety or whatever.
Yeah, Benny is a literal just what it looks like to come to Utah and develop. When he came here, he didn't really know how to backpedal anything, and now he's a starter. He's a one. He's smooth. He's athletic. He's smart. We watch film every day. Benny is an addict. He's addicted to getting better. Every day he's working with Scally, with one of us, asking one of us to watch film, and so, I have all the trust and confidence in Benny in the world.
Who's the hardest guy to guard right now?
The hardest guy to guard right now? There's, they're all good. I'm gonna give my shout out to little JJ Buchanan, little freshman. He's been making some plays on me, so I gotta respect it. I'm gonna get his ass back. But, yeah.
Teo Johnson, you can hear the smile on his face when he's talking about. This is a defender talking about their quarterback.
Yeah, happy guy, and the right out of the gate, unsolicited praise for Devin Dampier.
That's part of what they've said about how he just became a leader immediately. And I think that bleeds into all parts of the locker room.
How often do the defensive players talk about the quarterback
at
all, let alone in a manner like that? That speaks volumes.
Not often. Interesting, too. Here's what linebacker Jonathan Hall had to say about where the team's at now, just a week and a half in.
Played against before, really unique, man, and I hope we can carry this on into the season.
What kind of makes it unique?
Just the style. The style of the offense is nothing that I'm used to. A lot of spread offense, a lot of motions, a lot of pulls, counters, things of that nature. So I've been getting used to it, but I really enjoy playing against it.
How comfortable are you working next to Lander and Vonnie and the guys?
I'm really comfortable now. Really comfortable. They helped me a lot. Both of the guys, they helped me a lot, and we got a lot of young guys that's coming up too as well.
How would you say, you guys complement one another?
I think we complemented one another really well. I think Lander, he's more of the talkative leader, things of that nature. I think I'm more of a playmaker, but I'm the leader as in I can get guys together like, hey, let's go, things of that nature. But and then Vonnie, he's a vet, man. He's been here for I don't know how long. He played in college for I don't know how long, so he's definitely a great addition to our linebacker corps.
There's been a lot of conversation about the youth in front of you, those defensive tackles. What are you seeing from them, and do you have confidence that they're going to be able to do what they need to?
Very confident in them, man. Very confident. It's a kind of a next guy up mentality, man, and I have complete trust in the coaches and our players.
How do you think you've grown since joining this linebacker room?
I think I've grown a lot. Truly a lot. Coach Swan is a big part of that, and I give him 100% of everything that I do, man.
There's 3 young linebackers in this room. What have you seen from them early in this process?
Man, all of them are pretty fast playmakers. I love playing with all of them. They just need to work on things here and there, but it comes with being a young cat.
When Lander goes to the offensive side of the ball, are you hoping to line up against him?
Yeah, I do. We always joke about it, things of that nature, but he can't catch no pass on me, so it's all good.
What's it like going up against this offensive line? Talk about the offensive line as being the strength of the team. How good are they?
Man, I have truly no words, man. This offensive line is truly the best offensive line that I've ever played against, for sure, man. And I know we will carry it over to the season.
Gosh, you get to your linebackers, start talking about the O-line too. Why not? Love it. All right, and finally, Kalani Sitake going down to Provo. His conversation with the media at their annual media, their picture day, photo day, and they don't call it picture day. Your kindergartners call it picture day. BYU football calls it football media or football photo day. So there you go. Here's Kalani talking about this team right now going into the second week of camp.
Yeah, we're still working through the on the format and talking to Jay and to A-Rod. I think we're going to be in a really good spot. We're going to get a lot of special teams work, but it's probably going to be probably the most physical one we'll have is scrimmage. So I imagine 1s and 2s get a lot of live reps, and then also some of the 3s. And so And then we're getting used to the clock, all that stuff that you do in a game situation. We'll have coaches up in the box, all that stuff. But I imagine it's going to be, a lot of live reps.
How do you think you'll split up first team reps with the quarterbacks on Saturday?
It was good. I mean, it's live, but they're not. But I mean, the pass rush changes when everything goes live, and so I think we were able to see a little bit of that yesterday. I want to put some pressure on them and see how they respond to all that. So that's what we're going to do on Saturday. I think getting ready and prepping the next 2 days, with today and the next practice days, Thursday and Friday, just basically just to kind of get them ready for the scrimmage on Saturday.
So just to clarify, they won't be live then Saturday. The quarterbacks, they'll have a green jersey on.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we'll go as physical as we can, but we got to keep the quarterbacks upright.
How's Justin Kirkland kind of fitting in, and how are you feeling about the interior D-line?
Yeah, the interior D-line's good. I just a lot of names that people don't know yet, but they're very talented, and you see the guys. I trust the coaches. I trust what K-Pop and Gary Anderson and what Singapore can do. So I have no issues with the depth there. Obviously, with Justin Kirkland, he's got to work through some injuries and get him back as soon as possible. But culture-wise and fit, he's perfect for our program, just like Keanu and all the other guys have been. And I think they work really well as a unit. They're cohesive and they're unified. So I'm really excited about the coaching and about what we're seeing from them, the progress they've made. Yesterday was a big day for them, going live, and I was really impressed with what they were able to do at the line of scrimmage against a quality O-line like we have.
Will other veterans like Chase or LJ be live on Saturday, or are you going to keep them upright as well?
Yeah, no, I think it's like NFL preseason, so I just don't think you can just. I don't think the first time they get tackled or that they tackle in the game is good for us. That's just my personal view, and Jay Hill and Aaron Roderick, they feel the same way. So those guys will all get opportunities to get tackled and to make tackles. And so even if you started here, I just feel like I mentioned before, sparring sessions. I don't want them to go. The first time they go live is against Portland State. It's not going to be good for us.
Who's next in line at D tackle after Keanu and JT? While Kirkland's still dealing with his injuries.
Well, all those guys are battling it out, and so you have also guys that can move in like Ville, Bodie. So a lot of guys. They're tweeners and big ends, and they can probably play a little bit D tackle too. So, and then looking at the scheme that Jay's doing, we're all familiar with it, but if you look at what we're doing, I think we're kind of fitting the scheme to more molding what we have talent-wise in the field. So the goal is to get the best 11, and then luckily we have great coaches that can adapt the scheme with the best 11 on the field and let them play their best in their best position.
Beyond the quarterbacks, what do you want to see from your team in general with the scrimmage? What do you want to start out?
Yeah, it's all the fundamental stuff. I want to see them tackle well, block well, and just do the little things right. It's going to be weird because you want the offense to take care of the football, but you want the defense to get after it and take the ball away. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to be the way we're going to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback to make those decisions, whether they make a good throw or not. We just want to put them in a position where they have to make a difficult decision, and then defensively, I can't ask the defense to slow down. So the offense is going to have to catch up to them. And I like what they're doing right now. They're setting the standard, and the offense is getting there. They've had some really good moments and good times, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen on Saturday.
How do you feel about the special teams for this? And that might be hard to gauge in camp, but that was such an impactful group last year. How do you feel like they're progressing, and we're going to be some of the key guys there?
Yeah, obviously Parker Kingston is a returner, but you look at the kick returning job is open. So the 10 guys that block for them, they do a great job, and we've seen a lot of success in our special teams. K-Pop's an amazing job coordinating the special teams, and just the entire team buying into that. We have a lot of starters that play special teams too. So our goal is special teams. We get the least amount of time with special teams, so we're going to play our best guys, and then they'll rest on offense and defense.
What have you been impressed with, though, from the three quarterbacks the most? Is there a certain characteristic among the three that's really stood out from them?
Yeah, the one that I care about the most is they can throw the ball. So that's BYU quarterbacks have to be able to throw. Now A-Rod wants quarterbacks that are athletic too, and they all have that. But throwing the ball is key. If you're not good at throwing the ball, you're just going to hand it off.
Who cares most about their look? Making sure they look good for the photos today. Taking the most time getting ready.
Not me, that's for sure. I mean, if it's about the looks, you got to go younger. And on the coaching staff, probably Fessy and Harvey. They care a lot. Coach Hill looks good too. So I think it's all the guys that tuck in the shirt. They're confident in their belly line.
Are we going to see a new Kalani Picture Day T-shirt emerge from today's pictures? Have the picture
No.
of you as a player?
Oh yeah, you mean the Heisman pose? Yeah, the one that said, "Just do it for fun. No one will ever see this."
Yep.
Don't believe it, kids. It's gonna be there. If it was there for me in the '90s, it'll be there for you now. So yeah.
You got to get Picture Day back at the stadium.
Well, I mean, I think the air conditioning. We wanted to take care of you guys. The team picture out in the sun was just long enough that we can, with the sports science tells us we can only do it for a certain amount of time. So. And we don't mind having an indoor. That back in my day, the stadium was all you had. We didn't have this building, so I sound really old when I said that.
Okay, talking to the media there at their annual photo day down there in the infield or the indoor practice facility. It's always interesting because they're going around taking pictures, and the coaches are trying to answer questions for the media, and it's a weird mix of going down there trying to get pictures and trying to get interviews all at the same time too. So you said you had something about this.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of keeping things under wraps when it comes to the quarterback battle. There has been some sessions where media can see a little bit here and there. But this is just what I'm gathering from everything that I'm putting together. We're 2 weeks into camp. It started with 3 guys. 2 weeks later, there's still 3 guys. Why is that? Well, all 3 guys are playing well, including Bear Bachmeier. I think Bear Bachmeier's firmly in the mix here. Firmly. And that's something to watch as things start to, there's a scrimmage tomorrow. That can play a big role in this, but for those who are thinking is really a 2-man race, no, this is a 3-man battle, and they might be seriously considering that true freshman, giving him a shot here. And he's still in this battle 2 weeks in. That says a lot.
All right, we'll take the break here. We'll come back. We have our NFL Blitz next. You don't want to miss it. This portion of the show brought to you by Trajan Wealth, TRAJANwealth.com. That's Trajan Wealth for all your trusted local needs in retirement. Take the break here, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
All the latest news and notes from the league and the locals in the NFL. JJ and Alex bring you the NFL Blitz on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
All right, everybody, welcome back. JJ and Alex, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Final NFL Blitz of the week. And there's actual stuff going on here. First of all, let me just say something. Don't tweet it out. I don't want extra angles of gruesome injuries like the rookie DB for the Ravens had last night.
Oh, yeah.
Don't send it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you're the networks, don't show it. And I don't want to click on that stuff. I don't want to see any of that, but I know it's part of the game, but facing the wrong direction kind of stuff is not where I want to be.
How are you on Anthony
life.
Richardson's pinky the wrong direction? Can you stomach that one?
No, now that one I'm
At
okay.
what point does it cross the line of injury that's
If
just
it's
too
a
gruesome
digit,
to see?
look, if it's a digit, I'm okay with it.
You okay with the broken digit?
It's the legs. It's the arms.
Yeah.
It's the ones where they go down and they immediately don't
when
move.
Things bend the wrong way,
I
knees,
can't.
joints. When joints go the wrong way,
I cannot. Yeah. And I cannot do it. It doesn't matter how. There's no version of I've gotten used to it. I've seen it a bunch of times. I'm so glad that there's no HD back in Joe Theismann's day because the amount of times that they replay stuff too. It's gruesome, and that's tough for him. I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to stomach the rehab that you have to do to be able to get back to that level. And I know a team's committed to a guy when they go, hey, he's our rookie. We picked him up in the second round. We want him to be in this organization. And that's why Aiden Hutchinson, that guy, have you read up on Hutchinson and his comeback? He got the full tib-fib, wrong direction leg situation break last year in week 6. He's apparently back, and to the point also that he's even better apparently than he was before. Did you see that Dan Campbell and the Lions are enlisting the Hutch rule?
A Hutch rule?
The Hutch rule.
Okay.
Which is Hutchinson gets to the quarterback so often during camp that they have to just go, all right, count it as a sack, but we got to keep the plays going. So the Hutch rule is, even if he's close to the quarterback, he can't make contact. He has to run past him. We assume it's a sack, but keep running the play because we actually have to get some work in. Dan Campbell's like, if you can't block him, which nobody really can, then we have a hard time getting practice in, and that's a bad deal for us. Your guy could actually put you behind the 8 ball in getting ready for the season because he's too good.
Wow.
And that's a testament to coming back. I know his dad's a physician, right? I think his dad's like an orthopedic guy. So maybe he has the confidence of here's how the science works. But when guys come back from injuries like that and they're able to be just as good, I'm super impressed with that.
Yeah, but just a reminder of just how violent football is. And he's not in the NFL yet, but Max Johnson, the quarterback for North Carolina, we learned in the offseason, almost lost his leg. He almost had to have his leg amputated.
Why?
If you remember that gruesome
What
leg
happened?
injury. We broke his leg. He had a serious leg break against Minnesota in the
so it was
opener.
during the game. Oh.
So just another reminder that these guys put a lot on the line out there. And when I do see those injuries, my heart goes out to them. I don't lose my stomach over the injury as much as I lose my stomach over the fact that guy put everything he had into that moment, and now he's got to fight his way to get back and may never will.
Almost has to get it amputated, and that kind of recalls back to like Alex Smith
Exactly.
and what he had to go through.
It was a similar injury. Had infections.
Who was the Florida State quarterback from a couple years ago when they went 13-0?
Oh, yes, Jordan Travis.
I mean,
Yes.
and guess what? He has this gruesome injury and cannot come back from it.
Yep.
Like, it's too much. There's too much damage. Has to retire from football after 1 year of being out of college.
It was a severe ankle fracture for him. And that's a joint, right? I know it's a bone injury, but it was a joint, and he could never come back from it. So these guys put everything out there, and they have everything in the moment, and then just like that, it can be gone. More than any other sport we watch.
Apparently, the Browns have gotten multiple trade offers, speaking of quarterbacks who have had gruesome injuries. Dillon Gabriel's one of those. Why does this keep coming up? Gruesome injuries. Wasn't he he was UCF when he got his, right?
He had a bad one, yeah.
And so Dillon Gabriel, apparently during the offseason, had a lot of trade offers. That might come back and get the Browns, who are currently right now having to figure out what their quarterback room is. They had to add a 5th quarterback just to be able to get through the preseason. But they rejected all of them. Good job, Jimmy Haslam. You guys held on to all those quarterbacks. And maybe
what are they going to do with them?
I don't know. I think what they did was other teams saw and they go, hey, look, you got a 3rd-round guy. You took a 5th-round guy that you're going to have more pressure to keep, right? Isn't there that vibe is you feel like you need to keep Shedeur Sanders if you're going to keep one of those 2 guys. And Dillon Gabriel was probably interesting to a lot of teams, and they thought, well, maybe we can get him on a good deal. Let me see here, JJ. The Cowboys and the drama with Micah Parsons, because now it's not just the contract weirdness.
now
it's gone to a back injury.
Question mark.
He's missing practice. What a mess of a situation. It might work out for both sides. Actually, it would work out way better for the Cowboys to be able to go, oh, you're injured? Oh, shoot. Let's put you on the physically unable to perform list, and that's a way better situation for us than having to renegotiate an extended deal here for you.
Wow, what a mess. Jerry Jones can't get out of his own way. And I'm almost to the point, I'm saying almost, that I feel bad for Cowboys fans.
Yeah, you can't
almost feel bad for them, because what's happening right now is just Jerry Jones is causing so many issues with that franchise. He needs to get out of the way and let professionals handle everything. But he can't help himself, and he owns the team, so he gets to do what he wants. But there's a reason why they haven't been to a Super Bowl in 30 years, and he's the reason. And it just sucks. They have a lot of talent. They've had plenty of opportunities to be great. They could have got better coaches. They could have brought in Derrick Henry last year and didn't, because they didn't want to pay him. Like, the Cowboys could be great. The only thing holding them back is Jerry Jones, and that continues to be the problem here.
Pete Carroll goes back to Seattle last night. My favorite moment of the reuniting of the Seattle that's down in Vegas now. It wasn't Pete Carroll, because Pete Carroll went out there, he hugged the Seahawk bird. Maybe he's got a great relationship with the guy who's in that suit, whatever.
I guess.
It was kind of weird because he hugged him and they kind of got in his bird ear. He was like, hey man, just really miss you.
That was
I don't
weird.
know what it was. It was so weird. But my favorite part was the Seattle Seahawks fans who were holding up signs. Did you see when this happened? Seattle Seahawks fans holding up signs when Geno comes out of the tunnel. Bigger bust, Jamarcus Russell or Geno Smith?
Come on.
I know. I was like,
Really?
that is hardcore. So what did
Why are they upset with Geno?
What did Geno Smith do? came out double birds. And you know what that is? He's a Raider now officially. If you're going to double bird somebody,
that is so Raiders.
You're a Raider. You're in the Raiders.
Welcome
you're in
to the club, buddy. You are officially a Las Vegas Raider.
And listen, there's some requirements to get in the Ring of Honor for other teams. That one I feel like fits into the Raiders, right? Like
his time with the Vegas Raiders may be short, but he's already on track for sure. By the way, how do we feel about ties in preseason?
Oh my gosh, 23-23.
And even preseason, it doesn't sit well with me.
No, and aside from that too, on top of the fact that by the end it's bad football, it almost a tie in preseason is a 0-0 draw during the MLS regular season. You know what I mean? Like when it's a 0,
nobody walks away satisfied.
No, and I always have this thing. It's like, hey, if two soccer teams get together and score no goals and nobody wins, was the match ever played? It's like the old if a tree falls in the woods deal. In the case last night of the Seahawks and the Raiders, nothing good came out of that. A 23-23 tie between two teams that you're looking at. All you want, by the way, could you imagine because there are odds on all these games, and the bettors must have just been going nuts because who had a push in that one? There may have been one dude.
Oh, there's somebody won big.
In.
You know,
somebody hit double green zeros on the
preseason parlay last night. You know they did.
Of course they did.
There's plenty of degenerates out. It's probably Scotty G. Scotty G. Sorry to out you, buddy.
He's like, I had some Skittles on this game going to a push. Okay. Nobody else in the world did, because in the preseason you think to yourself, well, no one's going to tie the game. They're going to do something stupid.
Imagine the over-under in that game was 46.5.
You took the over. You're waiting for a field goal to get kicked.
Somebody's got to win this. I'm in the money.
They're not going to let this end in a tie, are they? Like, well, just regular season rules.
And then they find out there's no overtime. He's like, no!
Just going to hit this thing and go straight to it. So.
Serves you right for gambling.
I think that's a good... Every week there should be a serves you right for gambling segment that we do on the show.
Is that what we're gonna
what's
do?
Your problem? Because we're not in bed with the gambling houses, so we might as well make fun of the degenerates.
We certainly are not. No, let's make fun of the degenerates.
This week in bad betting, yeah. Everybody else does the bad beats thing. It's funny when they do bad beats because then you go, haha, they just point and laugh at people who lost a ton of money.
If Scott Van Pelt does bad beats, we should do the opposite.
Yeah.
Good idea.
All right, we'll let's take a break here. We'll come back. We've got more to go. Want to make mention also. Don't want to miss it because, should we do it right now? We've got tickets. That's right. Pantera. Our Free Ticket Friday continues. We've got 2 lawn tickets. Yes, to see Pantera, the heaviest tour of the summer, with Amon Amarth at the Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater on August 20th. Don't miss it right now. I've got 2 tickets right now for caller number 12. We've been doing this all day. We've been doing it across the station all day. Let's do another pair right now, our final pair of the day. 801-575-ZONE. That's 801-575-ZONE. 801-575-9663. You look like you wanted to say
Is there any moshing that'll take place there, or is everyone too old to mosh these days?
You know what? I feel like... And
somebody's going to try to mosh and be like, oh, my back!
You and I are from a moshing generation.
Pantera's.
I do feel like moshing may have been banned at every venue, maybe for the rest of time.
That makes sense.
At some point.
Makes sense. But people our age are going to get together. They're going to hear some Pantera. They're going to start playing Walk. And they're going to, all these people are going to be like, I'm 20
Do you remember
again.
how weird it was when just a guy would finally get in the middle and people just come in and they're just throwing out random elbows?
Yeah.
They're throwing random elbows. Guys are just shoving people. I always loved it. I
got into some nasty moshes.
I did too. You know why? Because
turned into a football game.
I basically was like, all right, hey, I play offensive line, man.
You came
I'm
ready.
going to get in there. I don't care if I get muddy. Come on. All right, we'll take that break here. We'll come back. We'll take those tickets, that call for caller number 12 to get those tickets, 801-575-ZONE. In the meantime, we'll come right back. We've got our best and worst next. Stay here, 97.5 The KSL Sports Zone.
Wrapping up the hour with our picks for the best and worst moments on today's show. As JJ and Alex want to hear your best and worst of the day.
All right, everybody, welcome back. JJ and Alex, 97.5 The KSL Sports Zone. Best and worst. Coming at you on a Friday. Thanks for being with us on the program. Alex Kirry, Jeremiah Jensen. That's funny. That's really funny. I just saw that. We have to tell ourselves every day, pretty blessed to be in the jobs that we're in.
Very much.
We watch sports. We talk about it. we make fun of other things that are outside the world of sports. While everybody's getting all serious with news, we do the opposite. I make sure that we try to take it as easy as possible. So I hope we're living by that mantra today on a Friday as we get you ready to go into the weekend. And this is the calm before the storm. My wife and I were going through the full, kind of planning on some things, and it was like, oh no. By the time it's next Saturday, it's full game schedule for all the kids. Then school hits, and you will forget the fall totally. And so enjoy this last semi-version of a weekend, whatever you might have, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you're taking her easy out there. JJ, best and worst. The best of the day, tip of the cap to one of the weirdest human beings that you've ever seen at a press conference.
He's strange, but he's really good.
I don't know if there's anybody equal to the strangeness of what we get from Joe Mazzulla at press conferences.
Mike McDaniel with the Miami Dolphins is close.
Yeah, a little, erratic, but he's also he'll break that character sometimes. He'll still mess around and kind of interact with people. Joe Mazzulla feels like he's pranking everybody at any given time. Doesn't it feel like that?
Yeah.
But at the same time, we all had teachers like this too, where as soon as you start to get a little bit comfortable with them and you maybe make a joke and then they put you back in your place and you're like, oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
So I think about where they went from Ime Udoka to Joe Mazzulla, and to really not just not fall off, but also I think continue that trajectory of being really, really good. I mean, injuries notwithstanding. I like Joe Mazzulla in the game of basketball. He's a weirdo, but I like, I don't hate the Celtics like I hate other franchises.
No,
so.
I don't either. And I don't know, and some Jazz fans may know this, but Joe Mazzulla interviewed for the Jazz job when Hardy did, and he almost got it. Obviously,
he's
they
part
were
of the
both
same kind of coaching
the Celtics
tree.
assistants, and they were both interviewed it, and they went with Will Hardy, but Joe Mazzulla was in the mix. So imagine if Joe Mazzulla was the head coach of the Utah Jazz, how different life would be, or if Will Hardy was the head coach of the Boston Celtics.
By the way,
crazy.
He's in his 4th year coaching already. Can you believe that?
That's insane.
Like in my mind, that was 2 years ago.
And he looks younger than the players.
Oh, yeah. No, he definitely looks like a kid. And then it's a testament to Ime Udoka that you can move cities and if you win games, no one cares about your past sins. No problem.
People forget real quick when you win.
You start winning. What was the actual deal itself? Multi-year contract extension. No actual terms, I guess, but they just said multi-year. So, look, the Jazz have done this. They like who they have. But Joe Mazzulla walked into a situation that was perfect because you weren't going to fire Ime Udoka for anything else except for the thing he got fired for, right? You weren't going to find a spot. And now Joe Mazzulla, he's in the club.
Yeah.
As soon as somebody gets fired and Joe Mazzulla is maybe struggling at Boston, he gets let go in the future because that's how the coaching circle works.
Well, how many coaches in the league right now can say they're an NBA champion?
Oh, not many. And on top of it, and he's going to be a guy. He's 37. He's in his 4th year. Speaking of guys who are in that same trajectory of Will Hardy, but I think Joe Mazzulla makes press conferences awkward, and I'm all for it. I like those kinds of press conferences.
I like weird. I'm all in on weird.
I'm all in on weird. That's our new show motto. Malik Beasley. We're getting into the worst here.
We just got done talking about gambling in the last segment, and now we have a serious case of this.
So,
people, be careful.
Another gambling probe.
Oh, jeez.
Malik Beasley's is the front end of this, and he's being evicted from his apartment on top of it. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you have other obligations that are more important than the thing that you're gambling away. And maybe it's like every other addiction, and we've all got our vices. Listen, fine. I come straight out and I go, I've never been smart enough. I just don't want to do the work on like studying so many things to try my hand at gambling. I never could do it. Aside from the fact that it was never, you couldn't do it like you can do it now. You can figure out ways. We know people that it's illegal to gamble in the state of Utah. I know so many people who do it, right? They have ways to do it. They have ways to be able to put themselves in other states at multiple times. And it's the same thing with like fantasy football and stuff. JJ, I go, you know what? I do sports for a living. I don't have time for that whole thing. I know I can. People who are experts at sports lose money on gambling.
Yeah, I promised myself I'll never bet on anything because I think I'm smart enough to win. And that's the danger.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're Malik Beasley, you probably, because you're a highly competitive athlete, you're a professional athlete, you probably think you're smart enough to win at some of these things. And he's found out the hard way he isn't. And then his involvement in it, which is still being parsed out, and obviously these are allegations, but obviously he's lost a lot about this because he was going to receive a $42 million contract with the Pistons, and then when news of this investigation hit, he lost the contract, and it went to another player, and now he's being evicted. Be careful with gambling, folks. Be very careful.
There's no way that you're going to get back into the game after this, right? Like
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. He could get cleared of it, and you know how basketball is. Again, we talked about in the last game as well. If you win, people will forgive your sins. Ime Udoka, if you win, people will forgive you.
Yeah.
So, but there's still hope for that. And he's a great player. He was player with the Jazz, and we enjoyed him here. But it's going to be tough. You're right.
All right, we'll come back. We got more to go. Coming up around the corner. Stay dialed in right here, 97.5 EKSL Sports Zone.